Started supporting Sunderland in the early 80s. Got bit by the bug, and here we are now, 40 odd years later. I was a forward-ender. I was in the forward from about 81, 82, right way up until 97. I always used to stand in the same spot, which was kind of like left of centre near the main stand. And over the time, you used to get like familiar with the people who used to stand around as well, and just get to hear what they were talking about, and pick out aspects of the game.
I'm actually from Rosyth in Fife. Started supporting Sunderland probably around about the mid-80s. A weird reason for that being my next door neighbour was actually from Newcastle, so it was a chance just to wind him up a little bit. And I moved here, Sunderland, 1991. Big football fan anyway. I thought I'll head up to Roker Park. Didn't know anybody. I'll head out to Roker Park. So we played Grimsby, got beat 2-1. So then, through some friends, I travelled down to Ipswich for an away game and won 1-0. Great away trip, good passion. And then that season, we had the 1991-92 Cup run. If that ain't going to hook you into the club, nothing else will. I remember being outside, full end before the game against Chelsea, and the replay, the noise coming out that full end is just something you can stand outside and think, it's amazing. Folks say it's the hope that'll kill you, but it's not, it's the hope that makes it worthwhile actually. Back in 1991, sitting with a guy called John Allen, he said to me, "Fancy driving down to Ipswich next week?" I said, "That sounds like a great idea, we'll go for it." So he turns up in a car at christened the time the Beast, sitting in the front passenger seats. This guy, Mr. Graham Brown.
Well, the car in question was once described as a death trap by a road traffic policeman, so getting down there was a bit of an adventure of itself. But the long journey down, 6 hours in the car, and somehow we made it. Winning away in those days was a pretty rare occasion, like Mission Impossible rare. But lo and behold, Gordon Armstrong popped up, got past John Moore and scored the winner.
Great cross and a goal! A superb cross, it's Armstrong who turned it in.
I do recall our driver was sort of like urging him to sort of keep him awake, because he said, "Keep talking to us, I'm going to fall asleep at the wheel." So as part of that, we've got to know each other a bit better, and 34 years later, and God knows how many games, hundreds of games, here we are. It's been a long journey, and it's been a good experience. I think this is what football gives you. You meet a lot of different people, and I think a lot of my friends are football friends, if you like, It's a gift that keeps on giving. Chelsea game was probably one of the defining games that season. I think that was a real bonding moment. I think when Gordon Armstrong scored, I was next to you in the forward end. We started in one part of the forward end and ended about 40 yards in a different part of the forward end. It was just a crazy goal, it was just a moment of pure, unfiltered joy. And those are the moments you live for as a football fan. I do anyway, I think a lot of people do.
Cup final itself was a big weekend, big joining moment. Never looked back after that, really.
There's been highs and lows, but the highs always outweigh the lows.
When you're getting to Wembley constantly, a London weekend's always brilliant. Total takeover.
I think football can deliver joy like no other medium. I mean, it can take you quite low. And, obviously we've been some tough times, but you can't tell me when Dan Bollard does a full-on Michael Jordan and sort of like defies gravity and puts the goal in the last minute of the game to send you to Wembley. You can't get that sort of experience in any other way. It's quite addictive when you think about it, but it's quite a rare thing as well. I think that for me, you live for those moments as a Sunderland fan. It's a group experience. You can't really enjoy football on your own. It's not an isolated activity. And having people that you can rely upon and talk about the game with and celebrate with, it's a gift.